Notable projected WNBA salaries per new CBA. Aaliyah Boston, and this is what they're currently making versus what they will make. And I'm going to tell you, there's some... It's funny seeing the amount of people that's about to make more money than Angel Reese. Angel Reese is punching air right now. Barbie is punching air. Between her new salary and nobody showing up to see her at Barbie Fest, woo! She'd not have...
To truly grasp the magnitude of this remarkable transformation, consider a few astonishing figures that highlight its profound impact. Aaliyah Boston's salary is set to skyrocket from a solid $94,000 to an extraordinary and headline-grabbing $574,000, reflecting not only her immense value but also the organization's unwavering confidence in her future, while simultaneously signaling a powerful commitment to building a championship-caliber roster around her exceptional talent and leadership.
Clark, Paige Beckers, goes from $80K to $500,000, cool $500,000. Cameron Brett, $85K to $493,000. Hell, she missed most of an entire season. Sonia Cintron, $80K to $436K. You know what we don't do? We don't talk about how good she is. Cintron, pretty good player. I got to be honest. I can't say that about a lot of people in the league, but...
To further emphasize the sheer scale of these transformative financial leaps, Caitlin Clark is set to surge from an initial $85,000 to a staggering $528,000, while Angel Reese is also witnessing a remarkable rise from $75,000 to an impressive $350,000, underscoring the league's growing recognition of elite talent and market influence. Make no mistake, these figures represent far more than routine end-of-year salary adjustments, instead signaling a powerful shift in valuation, investment, and the expanding commercial impact of these rising superstars.
Ahead of Caitlin Clark, what the hell? All right. My girl Camila Cardoso, she making a cool $110,000 more than Angel Reese. Now, you may be asking, why is that, Rhodes? Well, because Camila was selected number 3, Angel was selected number 7. All right, J.C. Sheldon, $402,000. Kiki Arifin, $407,000. She's
undoubtedly marking a historic turning point for the league. This moment represents the most dramatic financial transformation the WNBA has ever witnessed, and it is all unfolding in real time as a direct result of the newly implemented collective bargaining agreement. However, what truly elevates this situation beyond mere numbers is the intense fascination and growing controversy surrounding its broader implications for player equity, team dynamics, and the future economic landscape of women's professional basketball.
Get the pretty card. Oh, we even have man, I got to tell you, AI, you're coming up in the world. You are. You're like 5 seconds away from activating Skynet at this point. Caitlin, thank you for the incredible energy, the passion, and the historic impact you brought to the WNBA. You've lifted the entire league. We're proud to call you our sister. With love and respect, the players of the WNBA. And how do you know this is AI? Because they ain't never going to say nothing that nice about Caitlin Clark, unfortunately.
Not everyone is getting the same life-changing bump, and the fierce reactions to who's making what are starting to expose some really uncomfortable truths about value, about recognition, and about who actually deserves the credit for this
However, the reality becomes even more compelling when it's clear that not every player is benefiting from the same life-changing financial surge, and the intense reactions surrounding who earns what are beginning to uncover some deeply uncomfortable truths about value, recognition, and who truly deserves credit for this unprecedented economic windfall. While this moment is undeniably exciting for the league, a pressing question lingers about its long-term sustainability. What happens if the Caitlin Clark effect eventually fades and attendance potentially returns to the modest figures of around 3,000 fans per game?
This is great, but what happens when the Caitlin Clark effect wears off and they're back to 3,000 fans a game? Damn. D-Zam. Wow. How the F is Cameron making more than Angel Reese? I don't know. Okay. We'll see here. We'll see. Angel Reese, $1 for every missed shot and rebound. Nice. Ooh. Got to tell you. Yeah, Boston's getting $900K minimum. You got to expect that. Yeah. Dallas got to pay Diamond Miller $536K.
Delving even deeper into the intricate dynamics of this evolving financial landscape, the situation surrounding Cameron Brink offers a compelling and thought-provoking example. After tragically suffering a torn ACL in June 2024 that forced her to miss nearly her entire rookie season, she is nevertheless projected to earn an astonishing $493,000 next year, a remarkable figure that not only underscores her immense marketability and long-term potential but also highlights the league's unwavering confidence in her star power, endorsement appeal, and future impact on the game despite the early career setback.
I think it's got to be twice that now, maybe $120 million or something. My guess would be the media rights that they're working with right now is somewhere around $300 million a year. All right, so that's where this money is coming from. All right, it's always going to be media rights deals. That's the way it works. So anyway, pay up, deserved. Why is Angel at the bottom? I don't know. I mean, my goodness. End all be all, obviously. Angel's getting $1 for every layup.
Examining this compelling disparity more closely reveals that Cameron Brink's projected earnings are significantly higher than those of Angel Reese, a player who not only participated in a full season but also shattered rebounding records and secured well-deserved All-Star honors, leading many fans and analysts to question the logic behind such a financial gap. However, this difference is largely driven by the powerful influence of draft position, which plays a decisive role in shaping rookie contract structures, endorsement opportunities, and long-term financial trajectories, while also highlighting how marketability, team investment, and future star potential can sometimes outweigh on-court performance when determining overall earnings within the league. Examining this disparity more closely reveals that Cameron Brink, selected second overall, is projected to earn significantly more than Angel Reese, who was drafted 7th despite delivering outstanding on-court production, averaging a double-double with 13 points and 13 rebounds while starting every healthy game, making it a difficult reality as less active players surpass her financially. Meanwhile, Sonia Citron's salary surge from $80,000 to $436,000 highlights her status as one of the league's most versatile and dependable talents for the New York Liberty, an elite defender capable of running the point and spacing the floor. Yet her limited mainstream recognition underscores the fundamental divide shaping these projections, where on-court performance, cultural influence, and revenue generation each play distinct and decisive roles that at the heart of this evolving landscape. The new collective bargaining agreement is striving to balance rewards for performance, cultural influence, and revenue generation. Yet this delicate formula has sparked significant debate. The viral AI-generated thank you card to Caitlin Clark, though purely satirical, resonates deeply because it highlights an uncomfortable reality. Her arrival has fundamentally transformed the league's financial trajectory, with the staggering $2.2 billion media rights deal involving Disney, Amazon, and NBC driven not by gradual growth but by the extraordinary surge in television ratings during her rookie season. Exemplified by the Iowa vs. LSU NCAA championship game in April 2024 attracting 12.3 million viewers, a figure surpassing most NBA playoff games, and her declaration for the WNBA draft ultimately providing the league with unprecedented bargaining power and leverage. Remarkably, arena attendance surged whenever the Indiana Fever visited, while merchandise sales didn't merely rise, they skyrocketed, signaling the immense leverage the Players Association held during CBA negotiations. In an unexpected twist, Aaliyah Boston is actually poised to become the highest-paid player from recent rookie classes, surpassing Caitlin Clark, as her additional year in the league makes her eligible for performance escalators that could push her salary beyond the $1 million mark. A milestone justified by her on-court excellence, including earning all WNBA first-team honors in her rookie season, securing Rookie of the Year, and serving as the undisputed anchor of Indiana's frontcourt. Yet this is where the narrative becomes increasingly complex, prompting the question of how much Boston's individual value has been amplified by Clark's arrival. Virtually overnight, the Indiana Fever transformed from a league afterthought into must-watch television, significantly boosting Aaliyah Boston's scoring opportunities as defenses could no longer focus solely on her, while her national profile expanded alongside the most scrutinized rookie in women's basketball history. This reality deepens the debate over who truly deserves financial rewards, contrasting individual excellence with the powerful impact of collective benefit as Boston unquestionably earned her performance escalators through stellar play, yet the substantial revenue supporting them stems from the surge sparked by Caitlin Clark, and similarly Diamond Miller, drafted second overall in 2023 by the Minnesota Lynx and averaging about 7 points per game as a rookie, is projected to earn an impressive $536,000 next year, surpassing nearly the entire 2024 draft class, a clear illustration of how strongly draft position influences the league's salary structure. Fundamentally, higher draft selections command larger starting salaries regardless of immediate on-court production, a structure intentionally designed to encourage teams to invest in and patiently develop young talent without demanding instant returns. However, the stark disparity between Diamond Miller's earnings and those of players like Angel Reese, despite their vastly different levels of impact, raises legitimate questions about whether this system remains viable in a league where overall revenue is still relatively fragile, as the WNBA cannot afford to overpay for potential from players who may not significantly influence the game, intensifying the growing tension between rewarding draft status and recognizing tangible value, and prompting a crucial question at the heart of these salary debates. Where is all this new money truly coming from? For decades, the WNBA has operated without consistent profitability, relying on NBA subsidies to sustain its operations, and now the league faces projected salary increases of roughly $50 million annually. The new media rights agreement is a game changer, generating about $220 million per year starting in 2026 compared to the previous $50 million deal, and when combined with the expanded CBS and ION television packages, rising from approximately $60 million to $120 million. The total annual media revenue approaches $300 million, which initially appears sustainable, yet this income is far from pure profit as production costs, league operations, team subsidies, marketing, and infrastructure must be covered before players receive compensation, with the new CBA granting athletes 50% of league revenue only after specific financial thresholds are met. However, a significant risk remains, as a decline in the Caitlin Clark effect, and a return to pre-2024 ratings could destabilize this financial model built on sustained growth, raising the complex question of whether players should express gratitude for the economic impact associated with her arrival, a conclusion that, based on the available evidence, leans strongly toward yes. While Caitlin Clark did not create the WNBA or single-handedly lay the foundation built by legends like Lisa Leslie, Cheryl Swoops, Diana Taurasi, and Maya Moore through decades of dedication, her arrival marked a pivotal shift between mere existence and true prosperity. Prior to her entry, the league's reality was defined by modest average attendance of around 6,000 fans, regular season viewership rarely surpassing 500,000, limited merchandise sales concentrated among a few stars, and a financial model focused more on survival than growth, with teams folding or relocating and players often competing overseas in countries like Russia, Turkey, and China to sustain a year-round livelihood. But in a single season, Clark dramatically altered this trajectory, as Indiana Fever home games surged to averages near 17,000 fans, road contests sold out in previously indifferent markets, and overall league attendance soared by an impressive 48% year-over-year. Virtually overnight, television ratings didn't merely rise, they tripled, transforming league expansion from a distant dream into an immediate priority, with Golden State and Toronto set to join and Portland under serious consideration, developments made possible only by clear evidence of sustainable market growth. While other rookies also contributed, as Angel Reese brought a loyal LSU fan base and Cameron Brink carried strong support from Southern California before her injury, the data remains unmistakable. Indiana Fever games consistently delivered record viewership, and ratings noticeably declined whenever Clark was absent, establishing an undeniable correlation that simultaneously fueled growing resentment, since she never sought to be portrayed as the league's savior and simply let her performance speak. Yet media narratives and fan amplification led veteran players, many of whom had spent years as all-stars, to feel overshadowed, prompting understandable defensiveness as they emphasized the league's long-standing history, even though the cold, hard truth remains that business ultimately operates independent of sentiment. Undeniably, the $2.2 billion media rights investment materialized because network analysts recognized Caitlin Clark's direct influence on ratings and projected substantial future revenue, prompting teams to commit to new arenas and state-of-the-art facilities while players received salary increases once considered unimaginable just a few years ago, all reflecting a fundamental shift in the league's financial foundation. although Clark does not deserve sole credit for every advancement she was clearly the catalyst for this explosive transformation, and a more strategic response from veteran players would have been to embrace the moment by publicly acknowledging her role while educating new fans about the league's rich history and long-standing talent, thereby bridging the gap between generations. Yet instead the narrative was marked by resistance, including passive-aggressive media comments and overly physical play that sometimes appeared targeted, a reaction that ultimately backfired. By making some veterans seem petty, strengthening Clark's support among casual fans, and deepening a divisive rift within the fan base, reinforcing the notion that expressions of gratitude are warranted not because she single-handedly saved the league, but because she arrived at precisely the right moment and connected with the vast audience the WNBA had sought for over 25 years. Undeniably, every individual within the league is now benefiting financially from this transformative connection, whether publicly acknowledged or not, raising the pivotal question of what lies ahead. Can the WNBA sustain this extraordinary surge in growth once Caitlin Clark eventually retires? Will the next generation of stars successfully carry the momentum forward? Or will 2024 be remembered as a fleeting meteoric spike that diminished after the initial excitement faded? This uncertainty represents the true test, as escalating salaries are based on highly optimistic projections, and if those expectations fail to materialize, the league could face a significant financial reckoning that would render current salary debates insignificant, despite the fact that the WNBA now possesses a rare golden window of opportunity with increased funding, heightened attention, and expanding infrastructure, all of which depend on the ability of players, teams, and league leadership to capitalize on this moment without allowing ego, resentment, or short-term thinking to undermine the remarkable progress, especially with the next collective bargaining negotiation poised to become exceptionally challenging should revenue growth stall. Ultimately, every player benefiting from these significantly larger paychecks should hope that the Caitlin Clark effect represents the beginning of sustained growth rather than its peak, as the league now stands at a pivotal crossroads where continued success will depend on its ability to retain new fans, nurture emerging stars, and strategically build upon this unprecedented momentum. This reality prompts a crucial question for fans and observers alike. Do WNBA players owe Clark a genuine debt of gratitude for these substantial salary increases, or is this simply the natural evolution of a league destined to reach this milestone with or without her, especially considering the decades of dedication laid by past legends and the collective efforts of current athletes? As the WNBA enters this transformative era filled with expanding media exposure, rising sponsorship opportunities, and growing global interest, your perspective becomes an essential part of the conversation. So share your thoughts in the comments below, because this compelling and emotionally charged debate is far from over and will likely shape the league's narrative for years to come.